guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Thato Fox and this right here is a Thato Fox Express train done. Today we have a very lonely, I don't have anybody with me today, but it's still gonna keep going on. We're still gonna keep doing it because it is a segment between you and I. Today is the Ask Miss Fox segment. What you gonna do? So we got questions that I've been sent in. I got quite a few. I might have to save some for later to when I do a second installment of Ask Miss Fox. But I'm gonna answer the ones that I can answer today. I really appreciate all the questions that came through. Let's get into the question. Oh, I'm eating some salt and vinegar peanuts. Last time I had chocolate covered peanuts. Clearly I like my nuts. And some biltong. They made us, the guy charged us 80 rand for 4 sticks of biltong. It's a rip off. We were at some market and they were selling boerewors, so selling biltong, which is very rare to find here. There are some places that sell things like beef jerky, which doesn't taste the same, like a weird biltong. So this guy was selling biltong and I was so excited to see biltong. But now that I look at it, he gave me 4 short sticks for 80 rand. I've been scammed. So I'm not drinking Hunter's Dry today. I've got some Prosecco, so cheers. Do it. Right, so we have a young lady who goes by the name of Dominique. Dominique is not her real name, in case you guys thought that was her real name. She is an LLB student and has never been employed due to the fact that obviously there's high unemployment rates in South Africa. During the degree, she realized that she actually has a passion for makeup and for culinary. So she's like someone who's just like me, who was a culinary chef and then also branched into makeup. Well, hey sister. So she decided that, you know what, she worked a little bit as a makeup artist and then she only managed to get a few jobs during the graduation season, because she felt like in graduation season, people who only out of graduation season, the only people who get jobs are those who are well connected, basically the popular makeup artists. So she decided that she was going to go and enroll at a culinary school. First of all, she doesn't know if she's going to be successful in the culinary arts, or should she just go back and pursue her master's in law, because her mom will be able to pay for her, and also she knows that she'll do really well if she goes and does her master's, because she's got a good head on her shoulders. Okay, she's confused whether she must pursue her dream and fail at that, or become an academic and wait patiently for a job which is not guaranteed. Okay, and then also side note is that her culinary lecturer made her like hit on her, wanted her to go over to her house, said if you like, you know, you take care of me, I'll take care of you. So she already feels like her culinary career is already going down the drain. What should she do? Most of the people, what should she do? I think you should always pursue your dreams. I think if you are in the space where you are young, number one. Number two, if you have someone who is willing to support you whilst you go for your dreams, then go balls to the wall. You don't have any kids, you don't have any responsibilities, then all you have is just yourself, and you have to take care of yourself. Do everything and anything that you can do to make sure that you get your dreams. And if you fail at getting your dreams, at least you've got a degree under your belt. You could always go and the LLB is actually a really good degree. I should know, I studied LLB because I'm an old bitch. I studied LLB at the UNISA. People are gonna think I'm such a liar. I swear I did. At Varsity College, and that's how I met Boo. Okay, side note, sorry, I'm getting distracted. So and LLB is a really good degree to have. So, you know, I think a lot of companies would hire somebody who's got an LLB over somebody who's got no degree, or somebody who's just got, you know, a diploma or whatever. But the point that I'm trying to make is that you've got a degree to fall back on, and if push comes to shove, you'll eventually find a job. You might not find a job now, but you've got a good degree behind you. This is the opportunity for you, if you're still young, to get out there and push your dreams. If your lecturer is hitting on you, then tell him to stop hitting on you. Tell him that you're not interested. Tell him that you really want to study. Tell him you really love this, you really love being a chef, but you can't go into a relationship with him. You don't believe in sex before marriage. You don't believe in cheating. You are a Jehovah's Witness. You are celibate. Lie. Say something to get out of having to sleep with this nigga. But to keep studying your dreams. You would do anything and everything to get to your dreams, and if it means lying to this guy so that this guy doesn't try to sleep with you, telling the truth to get him off your back, but also not tarnishing your relationship with him. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to juggle things, and that's a thing that sucks about women when we're put in situations where we have to be harassed at work, in our environmental and our educational spaces, because now we've got to manage that relationship so we don't offend the guy, but we still get what we want. I don't know how good reporting him is. I mean, you could report him, but you need to weigh up those options. You need to weigh up the options of, if I report him, is he going to actually make a change in my life, or is he going to be, you know, moved, or do I just need to lie to him and tell him that I'm dying of kidney failure and I can't have sex with you and I got 2 years left to live and I want to be a culinary chef? Or is it something where you just honest and say, I go badly, and you're just gonna have to just push on and master through the irritation of having the same guy who doesn't like you, or who's got a bruised ego because you didn't accept his advances. It's up to you. But I think the important thing that I'm taking from this is that you need to follow your dreams. You live one life, one. You don't get to redo your life over again. You don't get a part 2. You don't get I made a mistake, let me go back. You live one life. You follow your dreams. You push hard for your dreams. You fight for your dreams. And if that fails, then you do plan B. Always have a plan B. What's your next dream? It's something else that you could do. Could you be a lawyer in the culinary space? Could you be a lawyer, you know, whatever, in the makeup space, in the beauty place, in the space, or artist management? Or could you make a career out of something that you do with the law degree? Or you're gonna fight to the end to make your dreams happen? It's up to you. The ball's in your court. That's my advice. Okay, so there's a girl called Ntatile, and she says that she's got a quick question. She's in a relationship with a guy and he's got some sort of anger issues. He slapped her a while back last year and she forgave him, but a few days ago he hit her. He's 25 and she's just 21, and she loves this guy. She can't live without him. She can't just walk away. Is he showing abusive signs? Because he only behaved like this when he's been really angry. And she should stay to help him and each other get past this phase. My suggestion to you is to pack your bags and get the fuck out of there. That's my suggestion. That's my opinion. That's what is normal. That's what I think you should do. I don't think you should stay with a guy who even lays a finger on you at all. Not once, not twice, not ever in his life should somebody try and discipline you. Are you his child? Do you owe him anything? Why does a man think that he needs to discipline a woman? At that time, he's only 25. He's 25. Why are you letting some other woman's child discipline you? No. Wait. You are too young to be in this situation. This situation is a mess for you. You are you are putting a dark stain, a black spot on your life, on your future, on your existence by staying with a man who doesn't respect you and see you as a queen that you are, who doesn't see that you literally float on water, that he's lucky to have you in his life. He wants to hit you. You need to leave. Don't let some man come into your life and make you not see the value in yourself and make you not see the worth of yourself. This man's coming into your life and he thinks that he can discipline you. He can smack you. He can lay his hands on you. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and remember you are the number one priority. Your happiness comes first. Your joy comes first. You need to love yourself first. And if you're going to allow a man to disrespect your body, your soul, your spirit, you will never win in this life. You need to put yourself first in all times, at all times. Your happiness comes first. There are women out there who've got kids with men, 3, 4, 5 kids. No jobs, are dependent on this man. Have nowhere to go. Families don't want them to come home. They end up either dead or B, being abused until they are 100,000. And what that does is also messes up the children. And all it does is create a vicious cycle of abuse. You are too young to be in a situation. You are definitely too young to be in a situation where you are putting such a dark stain on your future, on your life. You don't need this. You don't need this. Take yourself out of the situation. No woman ever deserves to be hit for no reason whatsoever. No reason. There is no reason anybody should put his hands on a woman. There is none. It is abuse in the highest form. And most times if a man hits a woman, he's also emotionally abusive. So you must be seeing the signs of the emotional abuse too. So my advice to you, darling, is to take your things and leave. It's not going to be easy. You love him, but he doesn't love you, or he doesn't know how to love you. He's a broken shell, and it is not your job to fix somebody. You're still growing. You still got so much life in you. This is not your job. This is not your responsibility. So I've got a lady called Karabo. So Karabo recently broke up with her boyfriend because her boyfriend says that he wants to practice polygamy. He wants to be in his daughter's life, and that means that he wants to marry his baby mama. That sounds a little crazy. She also admits it. Anyway, recently I met someone who treats me like a queen and wants to be with me, but I'm finding him a little boring. I've been doing the hanky-panky with my ex and I feel bad as I don't want to lead the new guy along. Please help. Should I try to work things out with the new guy or figure out things out with the polygamy guy? Number one, you should figure out, is polygamy part of your values? If you believe in polygamy, if you're all for polygamy, if your family is willing to accept polygamy is a cultural thing that South Africans do. I've got nothing against polygamy if all parties involved know they are in a polygamous relationship. Go into a polygamous relationship knowing the rules, the boundaries, and that is the baseline of the relationship. I am against polygamy if one person one day wakes up and tells you, I want to get a second wife. Now that's tripping. He tripping. If you're not for that, then why are you putting yourself in a situation where you're going to have to now fight somebody? If it was me and somebody said to me that they want to be in a polygamous relationship with me, I don't believe that I can share myself or share my partner with somebody, so I won't be against it. And I won't waste my time. Don't waste my time. If you're not here to love me, if you're not here to feed my soul and my spirit emotionally, physically, then I won't waste my time. And you need to decide if you're willing to waste your time by sleeping with your ex and then leading somebody on. Sometimes people read boring, or sometimes people confuse boring somebody who's stable, who wants to stay indoors, who'd rather be focused on his goals and his careers, and they read that as boring. That's not boring. That's just somebody who knows what he wants in life. Sometimes when we're younger, we see somebody who treats us like, especially when you are, I remember going through a really young phase of my life and not liking the guys who were sweet, like too sweet. I'd be like, oh, he's too sweet, oh, he's boring. Those are the guys that are gonna treat you good, girl. Not the guys who treat you like assholes. Not the guys who are always out in the club partying. So you need to be careful of what you want. You might want somebody who's not boring. Maar kom groeven every Saturday. And when you want to settle down, he's not going to want to settle down because you made him come groeven. Be careful for what you ask for. Sometimes boring is good. Okay? I really don't have much for that. I mean, polygamy is polygamy. You want to be? Do you want to be in a polygamous relationship? You think you're going to change his mind? Do you think he's going to change his mind? If he still wants to be with his baby mama, then be his baby mama. Let them then together, let them go find another girlfriend. But you take yourself out of the situation and stay with Captain Boring and be happy with Captain Boring. It's gonna get her. That's not how to. When be happy with Captain Boring, and you know, sometimes you can bring a little bit of joy in someone else's life. Introduce something fun to do. I mean, relationships are not just one-sided where you always do everything that he wants. If he also wants to make you happy, he'll do some of the things that you want to do. So figure yourself out. Figure out what you want. You want to be with Captain Boring, or you want to be with Captain I want another wife. And if his baby mama doesn't satisfy him and you don't satisfy him, what are the guarantee that he's not going to get a third wife or a fourth wife? But if you're into polygamy and that's what you want to be in, then girl, get on that bike. Go and let him marry his baby mama, then marry you. That is completely up to you. But if it was me, girl, I'd be at the door. I remember once being in love with somebody and he's saying to me that he wants to be in a polygamous relationship. And I said yes. In hindsight, I was stupid. But that's me. Not necessarily you. Okay. Right, so I've got a lovely girl called Gail. Gail says, hi Thato, I absolutely love you and your channel. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Thanks. Who is it that Chris Kardashian did it, but thank you, darling. I watch you from East Africa, Kenya to be. Ooh, hey, I love Kenyans are the most beautiful. The girls from Kenya are gorgeous. But I'm afraid the person I'm talking about might know who I am from reality. Mine is a relationship question. Okay. So I met this guy and we get along great. He lives in a different country, but I'm on the same continent. So it's not too much of a hassle to see each other. So late last year, I told him that I had feelings for him and he said he felt the same. Since then, we talk and are a bit lovey-dovey with each other, but he hasn't asked me to be his girlfriend. He says he wants to be with me, and I read that like he wants to spend time with me, like us being in the same country for a while. Before he asks me officially, oh, okay, so okay, I'm okay with that. However, he hasn't been as much. There hasn't been as much effort from his end to come visit me, and of late he hasn't been writing or calling or texting me as he used to. I know we're both busy, but the change has been significant enough for me to notice. He says he's just busy, but he'll go for even 2 days without texting me, and I think that if you want to talk to someone, you make time for them. I feel like maybe I'm wasting my time and breaking my own heart, but I'm also team good things take time. I'm torn, please help. Love Anonymous. I see your name, but I won't say it. I think I was in a very, so my experience from this is before I met my husband, I was in relationships where we wouldn't talk for days, 3 days, 4 days, and you get into the habit, and then I actually had to learn to learn to grow out of that habit of just expecting, 2 days, 3 days to go. And I think when somebody wants to talk to you all the time and wants to know what's going on in your life, it's because they're interested in what you're doing and they're interested in knowing every part of you. You know, I'm struggling to have this conversation because my husband's in the next room. Scott!
Yo.
I know you're listening to me. Yeah. So, when someone wants to always talk to you and wants, you know, you want a man who's always interested in you, always wants to know what you're doing, always wants to talk to you, always feels like he needs something, you know, and that part should never die. There should always be a constant communication between two people.
Yeah.
It's
You're right.
Scott, shut up. It takes effort.
Effort.
It takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
And
how
if
you
you
get
guys
on with that effort and work, baby? Tell the camera, how are you getting on with that effort and work?
do you want to come and answer this question?
You've got Coke, Hunter's Dry and champagne,
Do you want to answer
and salt and vinegar peanuts.
Do you want to come answer this question?
What is the question?
Come closer then.
No, tell me the question and then I'll decide whether I come closer.
She says that she's seeing a guy, then this guy...
Don't do it! Stop seeing him! All guys are bastards! Right, go on.
Then this guy says he likes her, but then
Well, that's what they do. They lull you in with this false sense of security. They say they love you. Go on, keep on.
Then after he's saying that he wants to spend time with each other, he hasn't.
Yep, he does that too. He says he loves you. He wants to spend time with you. Then what? Next?
He hasn't officially asked her out.
He's busy. He's working hard.
Scott, can you
keep going. I'm feeding this. This is live. This is live TV.
He hasn't asked her out officially, but
yeah.
He says he wants to spend more time with her.
Yes.
So now, since him saying that, he's not texting as often. He's stopped calling
busy.
as much as he's saying he's busy.
Okay.
But she's saying that if you really want to, if you really want to spend time with somebody or talk to somebody, you would make the effort to talk to somebody. Should she stop waiting? That she feels like she's taking herself to heartache, or should she be somebody who just sticks it through? Well, throughout all the drama.
Let me answer. Very difficult.
Answer.
Wait a minute. There's my beard, shaggy beard. Hello, beard. So the beard will tell you what to do. Sound like a pilot again. Yeah, hey. Relationships are tough, eh? So, who knows which way it's going to go. I'm sure he meant it. I'm sure he does like you. He may have got cold feet. He may be the nervous type. He maybe doesn't know how to sort of follow through on it. I always like to think, and this is ironic because this never happens in my relationship, that it's a two-way process. Don't wait on him coming talking to you. There's nothing wrong with you going talking to him.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You will get an indicator if once you've forced his hand, whether he's up for it. And yeah, just watch for the body language.
They don't live in the same country.
Look at the perception of things, you know, just you make an effort and you'll be able to read them. I'm sure you can read people and you'll get the feel. You don't need anybody guiding you. It can go either way. You've got to read it. You've got to see what you think. .com.
Well, you heard it from the beard. Oh, I didn't record that.
You fucking asshole. You're kidding me.
Come back and record it.
Yeah, I'm kidding me, aren't you?
Come back and record this.
No, I'm not doing that again.
Come!
Did you really not record it?
Yeah?
Did you really not record it?
No, come and redo it.
No, I'm not doing it again. You stick up your ass. As the bishop said to the actress.
Scott!
No, listen, you're incompetent. Time the money for me.
Scott, come here, please, darling.
Yep. I am not doing it.
Baby. Please, my love.
I'm a one-take wonder, that's it.
Come, my love, come.
Nope.
If you love me, you'll come and redo this.
There you go. I'll speak from here. Right.
Psych, I got you. Now everybody heard you call me an asshole.
Yeah, well, you have, because that's not the first time you've not recorded something, let's face it. She's not an arsehole, by the way. It's her anniversary tomorrow. I actually quite love this girl. When I say quite, that's kind of, could be 1%, could be 3%. Could be 100%.
So guys, that is, read the situation yourself. Like what Scott was saying, read the situation yourself. If you feel like, put the effort in. I mean, that's a good advice. Put the effort in.
Don't reiterate it.
If you put the effort in, I just said exactly what Scott just said.
Yeah, well, just leave it.
No.
Don't.
No, I must recap, bro.
She's gonna be bored now. She's gonna say, wait a minute, that's exactly what Scott just said.
Exactly what Scott said. Put the effort in. And if you don't get the effort in the fruits back, cut them off. Don't waste your time.
Leave it already.
Move on. Guys, I can't record with this guy in the background.
Good advice. You.
Alright guys, thanks for watching the Thato Fox Express train. As you can tell, I've got my annoying husband here. You guys, thebomb.com. Love you guys. Bomb.com. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video.
Bye.
Subscribe, like, follow. I gotta go.